Yes, people, tomorrow I'll be racing my X3M competition versus my E36 M3. It's going down tomorrow at Maple Grove. I'm excited. I'm rooting for the E36. I'm going to introduce the cars behind me. Now I'm thinking the E36 will take it tomorrow. I'll tell you why. E36 makes 300 horsepower to the wheel. It weighs around 2,800 pounds. Best time 10 years ago was at 12.6 at 110 miles an hour. X3M, of course, everyone knows. This car run a 11.7 quarter mile time. Just saw something here, thought it was a scratch. 11.7 quarter mile time, but the X3M is a little bit handicapped because it can no longer go into launch mode, which puts it at a severe disadvantage, which means whomever is driving this car is going to have to drive the car off the line. Two goals tomorrow, to try and see if I can make this car run in the 12s again 10 years later. I'm older, things have changed with the cam settings and so forth, so the torque and horsepower is a little bit different right now. We're going to see if the E36 can dethrone the S58 monster here. Everybody thinks this is the most awesome machine or engine period, and I do believe it is pretty good, but I'm saying a lot of the speed that these cars have nowadays is down to the fact that they have a ridiculous launch. You're talking about a 3.30 to 60 on this. This car won't hit that. I don't even think this car will hit that on the track. However, tomorrow we're gonna see if the E36 can drag this up the quarter mile. Now, obviously I'm rooting for this. This is my baby here. I had this car forever. I built this car from the ground up. It has the regular S52 motor inside. So this is not a swap, there's no swap. It's natural aspirated, it's running on pump gas. I have the option to run E85 tomorrow or race gas. If I run E85, I get around about 8 horsepower to the wheel. If I run the race gas mix that I have, it's bringing this car up to about 313 horsepower. I'm not gonna running that because I'm trying to compare apples to apples tomorrow. I wanna see if 10 years later this car can still run a 12.6 or even better. So we'll see. The goal would be for this car to run 12.4. If this car runs a 12.4 somehow tomorrow, I'm gonna be chasing the 11-second all motor, S52 motor, because I honestly believe there's a lot of potential still left in this car. I have a separate video coming out about all the specs, everything I did to this car to make it the way it is.
Yeah. Ooh, let's go. Wait. Hold on, Q. Yeah, feel like I'm at the tippy top of my game, looking down at.
Yes, people, we finally made it back. We got home at 10 o'clock. It took us 3.5 hours to get from Pennsylvania back to Long Island. It was a good day. It was a very expensive day. You guys could never guess what it cost me to race both cars. It was $462 to race them both. Very expensive. I don't think I'll be doing that again. I mean, after all the prep, I couldn't turn back. So I was like, you know what, the hell with it, let me just race them. But yeah, my boy OJ did a very good job with this. He ran the fastest time for the stock X3Ms there. The fastest time. And OJ is a big guy. He's like 300 pounds. And he was still able to pull it off with no launch control. That's amazing because all the other guys were using launch control, and they could not run the time my boy OJ did. This did its thing. Didn't run as fast as I thought it would run. But I think I figured out what the problem is, so there'll be another chance to race them both. The problem is, by the time I get this back up to speed, this will have an XHP tune, which means it can go into launch mode, and it'll probably have either a boot mod tune or a MHD tune on there. So maybe some downpipes and intake. So it's not gonna be a fair race anymore, but I'm still gonna put this on the track here to see if I can better the time I did like maybe 10 years ago. So for the most part though, even though it was expensive, we really got some cool stickers. Very cool stickers for the car. I love these decals, absolutely love them. Look at them. Number 2 here, and of course, here's a sponsor here. pure drivetrain solution. So the car does look very good with the stickers. Doesn't look boring anymore. It actually looks a little bit racy. My only problem is I do not want the cops to target me, thinking it's some race car. But anyway, check this out. My decals for the E36. Looks kind of good on the E36 because it's in blue and the car is blue. Take this out. Yeah man, love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah man, both cars came back flawless. Love it. So these are my babies. Babies came back home. I put them up shortly. I'm going inside, get something to eat. Put the video together so you guys can see how they stack up against each other. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's it. Until next time.